Alright, I'm gonna teach you all the things you gotta know to map a mister. Alright? So there's 3 buttons on the mister. 1, 2, 3. This OSD button is gonna put up the screen. Usually the user button is gonna hit OK in some menus. The first button, don't press it, it's reset. Alright. What's the most likely thing that's gonna happen to you in bracket is that your buttons are gonna be wrong. So the first thing you do, press the OSD button, get the on-screen display. You go to define vsav buttons, define them, right? Sometimes what's gonna happen is, I hope you don't see that I'm naked right now, but what's gonna happen is that some of your buttons might not map. And what that has to do with is there is a setting that you're defining for the game, but your buttons might not be set correctly for the mister. So what you gotta do is you gotta reset. You can hear Vampire in the background. Alright, you gotta go to this one, define joystick buttons. You might have to press MK, LK, LP, MP. It's different depending on how the stick was recognized, but there's gonna be a button that's gonna be OK. For me, it's usually MK. Press right on your D-pad or your hitbox. This is gonna be helpful for a lot of hitbox users, by the way. You might have to kind of memorize this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna press the user button until you get to this screen. Here, it doesn't matter what you map. It just matters that all the buttons that you wish to use are mapped. So right, left, down, up. Usually I do MK, LK, MP, LP, and then like pretend these are heavy buttons, right? Select is usually gonna be coin, select, start. Then you're gonna hit the user button until you get past all of these. Don't do menu buttons. That's a mistake because you don't know if the mister has the auto fire on, and the menu is part of the macro for auto fire. Once that's done, we can go boot up vsav. And now when you go to the on-screen display, all of your buttons should be mappable. And I'm going to show you something else important. Alright, once you go to this on-screen display, go to define vsav buttons. You want to do right, left, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, start, coin. Don't do shit on this one. Don't press this because this will pause the game while you're in bracket. What you want to do is hit the user button, and then you'll go to this menu, and you want to select no. Make sure it goes back to the menu. So for me, it was MK to get into that menu. Last things. Turn service mode on here to go into service mode. In bracket, you can check your buttons this way, you know, get out of there, then press the on-screen display button, turn service mode off, then go to reset. Last thing, let's say you are on P1 side, but you want to be on P2 side. Go to this button, reset player assignment. Then the first player will press any button on their stick, and you'll notice it'll show P1. The second player will then press their button, P2, and they should be good. That should go over all of the common things you might need to know when mapping your stick for bracket.